ahead of Bellator 221 in Chicago, ahead of his fights technically in Rosemont. We're here in Chicago, ahead of his fight with Pat Curran, former champion. You said you've been watching Pat for a long time. Pat seems very excited to fight you. I know he's been on kind of a hiatus from the sport. What kind of Pat are you expecting on Saturday?
Okay. I'm expecting a hungry Pat. You know, he's had a lot of time off. He's held that gold before, so he knows what it's like to be that champion and hold that belt. For me, that's what I'm looking forward to. So he's stepping in the way of me doing that, and he's prepared, you know. He hasn't fought in 3 years, you know. We were scheduled to fight in September. He pulled out. He honored me with the fight. Unlike other fighters, he honored me with the fight right after. He didn't go fight other people. So he knows what he's up against, you know. He said it best. He said he's never fought somebody like AJ. I do too many different things, but he feels he has what it takes to stop me. So I'm looking forward to going in there and proving him wrong and doing what I do best, and that's put on a show.
And I'm sure you've been asked this a bunch. I'm sure you expected it after the headlines. Aaron Pico left your camp. If they do put this tournament together and you guys have to fight for $1 million, say maybe in the finals, would you fight each other now that he's not technically in your camp?
For me, loyalty is royalty. You know, it's Team Body Shop versus everybody. I don't go train in other gyms. I don't outsource and go around. It's me, my teammates that I bleed, sweat, and hurt and cry with on a daily basis. You know, he kind of stopped training with us a little before the Corrales fight. It is what it is. You know, I wish him nothing but the best in his career. At the end of the day, it's a business, and $1 million is life-changing money for me. You know. I still live with my parents, you know. We ain't got our own house, so for me, I'm looking forward to doing whatever I got to do to make sure my family's secure. My little brother grows up with his own room. So at the end of the day, we got to do what we got to do, you know.
But there is no animosity between it. Like if you see him, you're still cool with him, right?
That's my bro, you know. I really don't want to fight him. I wouldn't want to fight him. I still don't want to fight him. We'll see how things turn out and play out, you know. I got other things on my mind, you know, Pat being a big thing right now. Hopefully Patricio before the tournament. That, like I said, I got life-changing money ahead of me. If I go into that tournament being the champion, that's life-changing money in that tournament. So I'm looking forward to going into that tournament as a champion, and we'll just see how things work out.
Do you think the champion should partake in the tournament, or do you think it should be a tournament to fight the champion at the end?
If I was the champion, I would say it's a tournament to fight the champion. But since I'm not the champion, put your ass in that tournament, Patricio. I'm looking, you know, it depends, you know. No, because even if I'm the champion before the tournament, I want to be in that tournament. It's $1 million, dude. That's life-changing money, you know. That's always been my dream as a kid, to write myself that $1 million check. So thanks to 50 Cent, you're going to be writing me a $1 million check.
And you're obviously on, I believe, the longest win streak Bellator history. A lot's been made of this main event for the fight for the greatest Bellator fighter ever. How far down the road do you think you can throw your name into that mix?
I feel I'm within probably by the end of the tournament. The end of the tournament, I should be the greatest fighter that Bellator has seen, and I should be the one doing what Patricio's attempting to do, and I'll be the one to do it. So I'm looking forward to doing it and just doing what I do best, you know. I got to continue to stay prayed up, growing spiritually, mentally, and physically, you know. That's what it's all about. It's not about my timing, Bellator's timing, or anyone else's. It's God's timing. So at the end of the day, I just got to keep doing what I'm doing.
And final question, I don't know how much you pay attention to the rest of the division underneath you. Are there any other names in the Bellator Featherweight Tournament that you want to see outside of like the obvious ones like Pat and Patricio and Aaron and all that?
I watched a lot of the vets as a child. You know, I've been watching Pat since I was a kid, Patricio since I was a kid, Welch. There's a lot of people I've been watching as a kid. There's a couple of guys I've seen while I was a little younger. I would say 18, 19 in my amateur. And Henry Corrales, Emmanuel Sanchez. So there's a lot of familiar names. But as far as watching them now, I don't really give a shit, you know. I'll watch you when it's time for you to fight me. And there's been a couple of times I was supposed to fight a couple guys, but things happen, people get hurt, and they pull out. The difference is Pat gets hurt, he signs the contract again, he doesn't go fight other people. That's what a true champion does.
I appreciate your time, AJ. Good luck on Saturday. Yeah, appreciate you.